A great day. I wanted to do something fun. I'm getting ready to leave town here in about an hour, and I wanted to show you my top 10 since today happens to be March 1st, 2024. I'm going to give you my top 10 alternative assets today in my world. And there's reasons why, and other people are going to have other opinions, but the reasons are going to be clear as I talk about them. These are the things that I'm looking at closely, the things that have really good economics, the things that are undiscovered or have lower cap rate compression. There's a lot of reasons why I'm putting them in this order, and we can argue all day that I'm wrong and you're right, and that just depends on who you know and the asset classes. And these are going to be 10 very diverse asset classes. So I'm going to get started. The first one is for a reason. Number one, right now, I have marinas as my number one asset class right now. Why? Because we just placed some money in a marina deal that's already probably closed. We got a limited amount of space in that, but you wouldn't believe marinas are priced at an unbelievable cap rate right now. And what that means is we can still buy marinas at a 10 cap, whereas mobile home parks were bought at 10 caps 10, 12, 15 years ago. The compression of cap rates is how you get a massive appreciation. Marinas are unconsolidated, which means there's a lot of mom and pop owners in the marina industry, or a lot of opportunity to consolidate that. So marinas have tons, just unbelievable, 6 to 8 different streams of income. They rent the slips. They sometimes have dry dock space. They have restaurants. They sell gas. They sometimes have RV spots on the bank. They can do all kinds of things. So marinas have income not just during the summer, but all times through the year, and they are great investments. That's why they made my number one. Number two, you all know that I love oil and gas. Oil and gas right now is strong. And when you have a really good operator, you feel good about the sponsor. That's when I can say I love oil and gas. That doesn't mean you should go out and find the first oil and gas deal out there, but you just about can't beat oil and gas deals for the absolute best economics and the best tax breaks. There's nothing else. Congress has made no other deal that I'm aware of where you can get up to 80% of your investment comes straight off your W-2 income, straight off your capital gains. So just so I'm clear, if you make $300,000 a year and you invest $100,000 in oil and gas, you can bring your income from 300 down to 220 in the eyes of the IRS. It absolutely will save you. For every 100,000 you invest, it could save you $25,000-$30,000 in taxes. That's oil and gas, and not only that, but right now gas prices of oil are high and there's still demand. And I know a lot of people are telling you, oh, we're going electric. Oil and gas is still a very good play. Number three, I like this a lot. It's on my radar. It's land. And I'm going to call it land flipping, but I'm sure the land guys will hate that. And they'll probably tell me, Kent, that's terrible. But what they're doing is they're going out, they're sourcing land. They have all kinds of feelers out there looking for distressed land. Um, it's exactly that. They look for the land, they try to improve it in some way or another, and they flip the land and they make the financing of the land very affordable and attractive. They also can go out and get entitlements. So if you've got a piece of land that's agricultural, it has no real value. But if you take that land in front of the city and get it zoned for 10 units per acre, you can drastically improve the economics of the land. So that's why I love land flipping. Very likely we'll have a deal in the short future coming on land flipping. The other one I love, got some really good friends, are short-term rentals. A lot of people have a short-term rental. That's not anything crazy, but some people have gotten so good at it, they've turned it into a business. And not only that, they figured out how to call out the losers. They don't chase deals in just in the vacation places. You'd be surprised how well-picked short-term rentals do, especially the nice ones that can, 5, 6 bedrooms. The luxury short-term rentals is a huge thing. And I've got some friends who do this and they do it right, and they're raising money for short-term rental fund. Number 5, some of you may be surprised I've dropped a good old apartment building or apartments down this far. There are good investments out there. But a lot of you know apartments right now, interest rates are so high, it's hard to make it work. Value add deals are hard to get cash flow out of. You're not seeing much more than 2 or 4% per year early on in apartments. But there is distress coming, and apartments will be moving its way up. I do think that, but right now, that's where I've got them ranked. We can argue all day long about that one. Number six, and I could probably say this should be higher, but mobile home parks. I cut my teeth in mobile homes when I was a young investor. I love mobile home parks. They're cash cows. Just like I said, mobile home parks, you used to could buy them at a 10 cap from mom and pop. And then most of those people that bought at a 10 cap sold at a 7 cap. They paid $1 million for it, sold it for 3.5. They fill vacant spots. There's all kinds of ways to take a half empty mobile home park and double, triple, or quadruple your money. Just that the deals are a little bit harder to find and getting fewer and far between. Number seven, it's not sexy at all, but self storage is a great investment. And I'm looking, if it weren't for some of the things I'm just so more interested in, most people will tell you self storage is really boring. It just makes cash flow and throws off cash flow, but self storage is still strong. It probably should be higher, but for me, it's number seven on this list. Number eight, and this will probably be taken off. A lot of people are raising money in what they call a distressed fund. Okay, distressed funds. What they're doing is they're just raising money to take advantage of some opportunities. Most of these opportunities are probably in apartments, but there's a lot of opportunity in office as well. You have to have a really good plan. Very, very hard to convert office into multifamily, but if you can really get that office cheap and go in there and get your bathrooms and plumbing figured out, you can get a distressed office building for probably 10 to 20 cents on the dollar. It's coming, and those deals could be really good. So distress funds are just raising money to be able to jump on opportunities. When the bank says this sold for 20 million, now we needed to get 8 million out of it. You got to jump on that deal, and those distress funds will be there ready to jump. Number nine, I love hard money lending, and just about any kind of lending. These aren't higher because of where I'm at in my life. I'm looking to still have deals that aren't just cash flow. But hard money lending is usually backed by an asset. So hard money loans can pay 8, 10, 12, some as high as 15%. They pay cash flow, so they cash flow a lot better than apartments do right now. But they just don't have any real upside or home run hitting capabilities. Hard money is good when you're in your retirement years and you're looking to get a check that you can count on. That's where you get your cash flow. A lot more cash flow down here. It's lower for me just because of where I'm at. But some of you who are in retirement, closer to retirement, and needing to get money out of the stock market into some high performing assets, hard money is a great place to look. And the last one, I've got it way down here, but at least it made the list, right? And we're going to call this industrial flex. That covers a lot of stuff. So industrial flex is kind of like, these people that ship out Amazon. They have a little tiny office and they need about 5,000 square feet for shelving, and they're shipping and doing that kind of, that's industrial flex. You can also see a contractor garage where you have a big 12-foot garage door. Next to it, you have just an office, a little entry, and maybe it's 1,500 square feet, but you got a new heating and air contractor or a plumber who just wants a place to put his truck, not have to run his business out of his home. These little things are really cool, and they're really hot right now. So there's my top 10. We got through that pretty quick. At the top is marinas, oil and gas, and land flipping. All these are viable deals that are out there right now. And let me tell you, there are probably dozens more opportunities. You've got car washes, you've got things that didn't make my list right now because they're not on my radar, but you may be good at them, or you may know that's really good at them. So anyway, that's my top 10. I'd love to hear your comments and hear what you think about this list, and add your asset. What are your favorite assets? What are you seeing? And why do you like that asset class? I may learn something. I may learn about a new asset class that I need to get up to speed on. But right now, there's my top 10. Hope you guys have a great day. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope it was helpful in some way. We'll catch you on the next one.